Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ English. In the news right now is how the Goa police has asked help from the CBI as well as the Interpol to bring back the Luthra brothers, co-owners of the Birch by Romeo Lane, the notorious pub in Goa that came in limelight as it caught fire, unexpectedly killing about 25 people, many more injured. Today, the Interpol has therefore issued a blue corner notice for the missing owners of this Goa's nightclub. So in this video, let's quickly understand what is Interpol. Let's understand the value and significance of this organization for UPSC GS Paper 2 international bodies. As well as let's look at what are the different color codes of notices that are issued by Interpol. So what exactly happened in Goa? Also, immediately saw that both the co-owners, the Luthra brothers, fled India. They travelled abroad. And therefore, the Goa police today needs help from international body Interpol. So what exactly do we mean when Interpol issued the blue corner notice? Under the blue corner notice, the Interpol creates an alert. It's an alert. It is also known as an inquiry notice. That means the member countries will now have to share vital information across borders. So people who are convicted, their information, their past criminal record, if any, their location, all other identity information needs to be shared once the blue corner notice is issued. So therefore, it is a kind of notice that is issued prior to the filing of criminal charge against the accused individual or group of persons. On that note, what are the other type of notices issued under Interpol? Just now we saw the blue corner that was issued in the case of the Goa Nightclub tragedy. The others are red, yellow, black and green. Then a very special one called silver notice. It was also in the news in February 2025. Can you tell me why was it in the news? Now coming back to the red color code of notice, this is about locating and arresting individuals who are wanted for prosecution to serve a punishment sentence, to serve a jail term. Looking at the yellow notice, it is issued to trace missing persons. Do remember, yellow is for tracing missing persons. You can always get a UPSC question regarding match the following or regarding true and false about these color codes. So blue we spoke about. Remember the red one, it's about arresting and locating people. Then you talk about the yellow one, that's about identifying missing persons, especially children, or to identify individuals whose identity is not being able to get confirmed. Looking at black notice. This is to gather information about unidentified bodies, very common in conflict-ridden regions. Then you have the green notice, and it is about alerting the member countries about some individual, somebody with a history of criminal behavior who may in future pose a threat. Okay, so all these are the color codes regarding Interpol notices that we should remember. Alongside, let's also remember silver, purple and orange color codes here. While you don't have to by heart learn anything, always try to learn by giving it a context. I asked you a question, why was the silver notice issued by Interpol in the beginning of 2025? Think about it, investigate the answer, let me know in the comment box. Whereas the blue corner is something we just discussed related with the Goa Nightclub tragedy. Now coming back to orange notice, it is about warning about a person, an object or event that could pose immediate risk to public safety. So here, risk to public safety comes under picture. Looking at purple notice, details of various criminal methods, tools, procedures, all the techniques that are used in conducting a crime. Now quickly relate this with the Red Fort bomb blast that happened in New Delhi. Remember how in detail we have discussed in various articles in the Hindu newspaper discussion about the various crime protocols. Imagine we spoke about various techniques used in the crime. Ammonium nitrate, we spoke about the dead drop email technology, reconnaissance, all those were in question. Similarly, here also purple notice is about the methods, the secret techniques that are used for conducting the crime. Then the most important silver notice. It helps identify and trace all the assets, properties, resources linked to criminal activities. So do remember these broadly for the exam, and then you have a picture here. An illustration here that helps you remember better. You can just rewind, revise the video. Why is it crucial? Because for the prelims, you need to have some knowledge of at least the blue, silver, purple and yellow notices, okay? So do remember what is all this color code about with regards to Interpol. And now that we are talking about Interpol, let's quickly understand what is it. What's the relevance? So Interpol stands for International Criminal Police Organization. International Criminal Police Organization. Recently in the news, we have also had a discussion over ICJ and ICC. What was the difference between the two? Which among the two is a judiciary organ of United Nations? Let me know in the comment box quickly. What's the main difference between ICJ, ICC? Which of these bodies has the authority to issue individual arrest notices? I'll give you a hint here. President of Russia, the Russian President Vladimir Putin, was also issued one such notice because of which he could not travel to Johannesburg G20 summit. Which body was that? Quickly let me know. Now coming to Interpol, why I mentioned these two examples is that you can remember that it is commonly known as Interpol, but it is a separate body. Okay? It is commonly known as a body, as that international organization that helps, facilitates international police cooperation against cross-border crimes, against trafficking and other criminal activities. Now that we are looking at trafficking, quickly can you please tell me which article of the Indian Constitution specifically deals with prohibiting any kind of human trafficking? Yes, can you remind me which article was that? Now, relating current affairs, global, international, is a very great way. It's an interesting way of remembering everything. My students always say how to remember so much information. The best is to create a cross-linking. Yes, so do let me know the name of that article quickly. Now, coming back to Interpol, that's the duty of Interpol, to enable various cooperation, understanding and support between countries when it comes to cross-border terror activities, trafficking and other form of crimes. And now it was established as International Criminal Police Commission, ICPC, long back in the Second International Police Congress held in Vienna in 1923. Quickly do a relation here. Which other international body that was recently in the news regarding the Chernobyl and the Zaporizhzhia in Ukraine is also headquartered at Vienna? Quickly let me know in the comment box. So now Interpol was created back in 1923 in Vienna. Members, it has a band of about 196 member countries. India was also one of the key founding members. India joined in 1947 itself. So that's the duty of Interpol. Now let's remember, it is not a part, it is not an organ of United Nations. It is an independent international organization, but it has enjoyed a special permanent observer status at United Nations since 1996. Headquartered at Lyon, France. That's where it is headquartered. Right now, France is big time in the news for a kind of economic collapse that's happening in France right now. That's a very interesting case study. We can take it up later. But that's where Interpol is headquartered. And now one more thing with regards to India. It is that the National Central Bureau, NCB, established by the member countries. Now, NCBs are organizations. They are smaller organizations that are all created by different member countries, which are a point of touch, a point of contact between Interpol and the specific member country. So these act as the nodal points, NCB, National Central Bureaus. They keep connecting General Secretariat through Interpol's police communication network called I-24/7. And CBI in India plays the role of NCB to the Interpol. That's the reason why in the Goa Nightclub tragedy, the government, or rather the Goa police, had coordinated with CBI as well as the Interpol. Now, another thing to remember is about the Bharatpol. What is that? Now, Bharatpol is an international online portal that was launched by CBI in January 2025. I want you to remember this for the prelims next year. Bharatpol launched in January 25 by CBI. What's the objective? What's the main purpose? To streamline, to coordinate, to make it systematic, all police cooperation connecting Indian law enforcement agencies with Interpol's network, so that we can have a faster information, much better tackling of international crimes, cross-border terrorism, trafficking, cyber crime, that's a major agenda nowadays, using various notices, real-time data sharing. So that's it about Interpol. And quickly tell me before I show you this prelims practice question that which article of the United Nations Charter talks about self-defense. Quickly let me know because it was in the news today. Now a question with reference to Interpol. Consider the following statements. 1. The General Assembly is Interpol's highest decision-making body with one delegate from each member country. 2. The General Secretariat handles day-to-day international policing operations and coordination. 3. In India, Ministry of Home Affairs functions as the National Central Bureau for Interpol. Which of these statements do you think are valid along with the questions I asked you? Let me know in the comment box. Should you have anything to share that is UPSC relevant? Should you want any topic to be taken which you enjoy, which you are fascinated by? Of course, do let me know. A quick reminder that we have just started the batch for 2027 UPSC. And if you are aspiring for this exam, do remember now is the right time to start. Because only at a price of about 12,999 for more than 1 year, we provide you all GS subjects 1, 2, 3, 4, all GS, including Prelims, GS paper 1 CSAT, including essay writing, answer writing techniques, from your favorite faculties and one-on-one mentorship 24/7. We provide you all that with books, material, syllabus, all is our responsibility. By signing up for the course, you engage with us for more than 1 year as a guarantee of selection in UPSC 2027. Use code SPLIVE. To enroll for the sale, please remember code SPLIVE. Similarly for 2028 UPSC, time is running. Syllabus is fast. So quickly enroll for a sale program, only 31,999, more than 16 months training. Extensive training for prelims, mains, interview guidance. Okay, use code SPLIVE and become a part of UPSC StudyIQ family. Hindi, English, bilingual, all modes available. So thank you so much.